All right, good evening, everybody. My name is Baso, and this is Adrian. Today, we're going to work on shoulder mobility, and the only equipment we got is resistant band. So this resistant band is equivalent to about 30 pounds of pressure. It's more of a bungee cord, and it can be done from at home. So I have it anchored onto a 45-pound weight, so it doesn't move. And if you don't have a 45-pound weight, you just can get something heavy and anchor it to. So if you're doing it from the living room, you can put it around the leg of your furniture, like your sofa chair, anything that's heavy that ain't gonna move. So you can put it around there. So we're gonna do 4 different exercises today with shoulder mobility, and also it's gonna engage your rear back muscles, your upper to mid, even lower traps as well. So it's gonna engage a lot of different muscles. So 4 different shoulder exercises, and these exercises are functional type movements. And what I mean by that is when you go to the gym, most of the gym stuff is all stationary. How often are you going to do stuff like this, shoulder press, in real life? How often are you going to lift stuff exactly like this all the time? Usually it's not this movement. So when you I give you a prime example, like when you lifting groceries out of a trunk of a car or your SUV, you picking it up and then you moving it over. So you got to usually lift it up over something. And even when you come in the house, you got to lift it and move it. So this is cool if this is all you're going to do. But a lot of times that's not what you're doing. Even like, say, for instance, you're cleaning the counters or cleaning the walls in the bathroom. What are you doing? So get more, if you haven't started it, start including more functional training along with your weight training. Very important, because everything you do in life, you got to be able to apply it to everyday use. So if you can't apply what you're using in the gym, how's that going to help you in life? So if you ever heard of people talking about, there's 2 types of strength. One is gym strength. I can get somebody that can bench 400 pounds, but let them have a blowout on a car, and they're not strong enough to get that. The lug nut might be too tight, or it might be cross-threaded, stripped out, and they can't get it off. How often is a tow truck within 30 minutes of you? It's 2 hours. You have a blowout, no matter how tight that lug nut is, you got your spare tire, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, you can get that spare on there. So again, there's such thing as functional strength, and then there's gym strength. Two different types of strength. For me, I'm raised in the country, so we call it country strength. So it's 2 different strengths. So the functional strength is more important than what you're doing in the gym. What's leg pressing 400 pounds is going to help you every day. How often are you going to leg press 400 pounds? So all these movements we're doing today is all functional movements. Functional training helps you with your range of motion and helps you with everyday movements and activities. So before you do any of these exercises, make sure you get a clearance through your doctor to make sure you're able to do it. Adrian is going to do the workouts, and I'll explain it. We're going to do 1 set of 25. You want to do anywhere from about 3 to 4 sets or 5 sets, depending on how big your endurance is. If you're new to training, or if you're old to training, you may want to start with 3 sets. So to no further ado, we're going to do the first exercise. This is with the resistant band. It's called Around the World. Her palms is facing outwards, and she's going to make a big circle above her head and come back down. She's going to do 25 reps. So while she's doing the reps, I'm going to kind of explain a little bit about it. So while she's doing it, and if you have questions, feel free to leave me comments. Ready? Let's get 25. So as she's doing these reps, the resistant band is wanting to pull her arms forward. So she has to fight against that pulling. So what I mean is, as she going up, the band is wanting to pull forward. through that whole movement. So what that does is help stabilize your shoulder to keep your shoulder strong. So it helps with the stability of the shoulder. How important is stability? Well, say for instance, you're going on a trip and you're trying to put luggage in the overhead compartment in the airplane. What if that luggage shifts dramatically and the weight shifts? That sudden movement can dislocate your shoulder or cause a shoulder strain. I'm just giving an example. So this mimics a lot of stability. If your shoulder has to jar quickly or suddenly move real quick in a quick movement, this helps you prepare you from preventing from having a strain or injury. So she's doing 25, not super fast, control. And I got the weight far back enough. She probably got equivalent to about 15 pounds of resistance on it. Not a whole lot, but as you can see, she's really struggling. So it's not easy. She's struggling, trust me. So she's going to do 25 reps. This is the first variation. This is shoulder stability, shoulder strengthening, and also range of motion. So you're getting a lot of different benefits out of this one movement here. What number you on? Oh, you see her arms starting to move forward a little bit. She's it's starting to kick her butt. 24, 24, 25. So she's up against the wall. The reason I have her against the wall, so that way, if you're doing without the wall, as you fatigue, you'll tend to arch and use your lower back. So to keep your lower back out of it, you only want to engage it, but you don't want to use it for leverage to help you. So keep your butt up against the wall and go up. As the whole key is to keep your arms close to the wall as possible. As you saw, her arms started to come forward on the last 4 reps because the resistance band is wanting to pull her forward. And the reason why we're doing this exercise to help with the stability of your shoulder, help to make sure to handle if you're pressing something or picking something up over your shoulder, you don't train like this. So this helps you train with stability so that way you don't injure yourself. So exercise number 2, she's going to bring it right over her head, not fast. She don't want to jerk it. She want to control it. So you don't want this movement here. You want control. If you have a little bit of a tight muscle and you're trying to do it fast, that's a good way of pulling your muscle. So always control it. You feel like something's going to tear, you can stop. But when you yanking it, in the process of yanking it, you can actually injure yourself. Always control. Ready? Let's do 25. So she's going to pull it all the way back, touch the wall. That's 1. Let's go 25. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. She's getting the workout. 10. Even though she's demonstrating. Look, she's taking a break on me. What's 10? 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. See? Unscripted. Even as veteran as she is, 16. 17. 18. Make sure you keep your hips on the wall. 19. You see, I ain't getting as high. 20.
No wall anymore.
It's all right. It ain't got to be all perfect. What's that? 20? 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So that's variation number 2. So again, it's okay. Resistant band has variable tension. So the higher you go, the more tension. So the good thing about resistant band, you want to get it to the wall, but it's okay if you don't get it to the wall, because if you only go that far, you still got that variable tension, and this will get you stronger. As you see, she didn't complete the whole 25 reps without stopping. That's okay. You can stop 2 or 3 times. It is very challenging. As experienced as she is, it is a challenging workout. And this is not a workout that's going to bulk you up. A lot of women scared to get bulky. It will make you stronger, but it won't bulk you. So keep that in mind. So variation number 3, she's going to pull it out to the side and touch the wall. Let's go 25 reps. Ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. See, she stopped again. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. She's almost there, y'all. 17, 18, 19, 20. 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the last variation she's going to do, and that actually helps with your rotator cuff. So she's going to do the scarecrows to the shoulder press. So the whole object of this, she has a resistance band for each arm. So she's actually isolating. It has its own tension and own resistance band. So when you have impingements, one side stronger than the other, that's obvious, or imbalance, more on one side than the other side, you always want your own individual weight or resistance band. So that way it can get stronger. You don't want to do something too heavy. If I'm I'm right-handed. So why would I grab a 30 pound? I do a 30-pound dumbbell in my right hand if my left hand can only do 15. So do within means. But here's the thing: if you go slow and control, even though it might be lighter for your right arm, it's going to burn. It's still going to get the results same way. So what she's going to do? She's going to do scarecrows for the rotator cuff and press as high as she can go up. That's 1. Come back here, press up 2. So she's going to do 25. This is a very hard move. You thought those other ones, this is even harder. So you may see her stop. Again, it's only 15 pounds of resistance, but it's very difficult. So we're going to shoot that she get 25. All right, variation number 4, the last one, scarecrows or shoulder press. Let's go. 1, 2. During this whole process, she's keeping her elbow on the wall. She's not taking it off. She's trying to keep it shoulder length level as she's pressing up. Again, great for the rotator cuff. We use our shoulders a lot. Everything we do, we use our shoulders. Why not train the shoulders in a way that helps prolong its longevity? Pinch. A lot of people end up getting pinched, or because it's you overexerting the shoulders because everything you do. If you do chest press, that's shoulders. You do back exercise, it's still engaging shoulders. You do shoulder exercise, it's still engaging shoulders. So a lot of things that you do always engage your shoulders, but it's always predominantly your front delts that you're always working. So train the rear delts just as much and train the rotator cuff just as much as you do the front. Your shoulders is going to thank you for it when you start incorporating this more. So again, it's functional movements. Yes, you can do this with a dumbbell, but if you have impingements or you struggling with something, it's a lot safer to do it with a resistance band than with weights. If you're not comfortable with doing resistance bands, try it with your body weight first. And just like I had demonstrated, go against the wall, control, press up, come down, control, press up, down. So you can do it with your body weight. So if you want to start with your body weight, there's nothing wrong with starting with your body weight. Then progress to the resistant bands. Again, none of this stuff is expensive. Everything can be done at home. So you don't have to go buy a whole machine to do these things. As you see in a lot of my videos, I do incorporate a lot of resistant bands or body weight. Very cheap stuff that you can do from at home. You don't have to go to the gym. So what you think?
Very challenging. Very good. It
So,
activates everything.
so try it. Like I said, anything you want to fix it, try the different combination and stuff, but don't try like 1 or 2 weeks and then move on to something different. Stay consistent with it. You know, I put out so many different videos of so many different muscle groups and working the smaller muscles and different variations, different objects, different things. Find what you like. This may not be for you. I'm okay with that. Try something else. Look on my videos and find something that you probably like to do and try it, but stay consistent with it. So thank y'all for your time. If you have any questions, leave me a message. If you're not sure you're doing it right, again, record yourself, send it to my Instagram, and I'll look at the video and I'll tell you yes or no. But if you bombard me, give me a little bit of time because I will get to everybody. Just give me time and I'll look at the videos. So again, you can comment on the YouTube channel or you can go on my Instagram and leave me a video or message on there as well. Adrian, thank you for your time. Thank you for following and watching me. Have any questions, leave me a comment. And y'all have a good night. Thank you.